withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists, my arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my...
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now, once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront on my channel for us to view. Now today I'm going to do my best to upload about say 4 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I'm going along. So my third reaction of today is coming from the States, an established artist which I believe is called Tom McDonald. I have no idea who this guy is. I've been hearing his name left, right and centre. Who is Tom McDonald? You know when like you hear somebody's name, you know, if you're in a school or something and you keep hearing this person's name and you've never seen him and it's like, or her, and it's like, well, who is this person? What does he do? But you just keep hearing his name wherever you go, you're just hearing his name. It's like that. I'm hearing his name everywhere, but who is he? What does he do? You know, so this is my first ever experience of Tom McDonald. I don't know. I don't know. I've looked at the photo of him and he looks like a person that his only career can only be in music because he can't get anything else because all the tattoos and all that kind of stuff. It's like, you can imagine him walking into a job interview. You know, so he's destined to become something established person in the music industry because with all that tattoo, that's all you can be, or a tattoo artist. So I'm very intrigued to find out what is he, who is he, what does he do, you know, all these different kind of things, because seriously, it's cheesing me off. I'm keeping hearing his name all the time, you know, come on, you know, who is he? So this is why I'm going to react to him, see what's all the fuss about, what's all this crate about. I'm not going to be jumping up and down, no, did he hear this one? No, I'm going to look at this person, see what it is, see what he does, and I might like him, I might not like him. It might be my type of preference. It might not be my type of preference. I just don't know until I hit that play button and see what's going on. But before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my homepage and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there's some fantastic, amazing artists which I do not want you to miss out on. And I simplified it for you. So if you go into there, you will see various categories broken down from established artists and non-established artists, as well as artists from around the world. So if you love R&B, it's R&B from around the world. Established artists, non-established artists. If you love hip-hop, it's hip-hop from around the world. Both established artists and non-established artists. And it goes on so forth and goes on so forth and goes on and so forth. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Anyway, look, let's go straight into my third reaction of today. So this is Tom McDonald. And this song is called Withdrawals. I'm thinking withdrawal symptoms like as he's been an addict or something. I don't know. But that's the name of the track. Anyway, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried, sick, and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need it?
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. Number one, like I said, he's got tattoos everywhere. He's destined to either be in the music industry or a tattoo artist. I can't see him doing anything else, to be fair. So his penmanship, I'm listening to the words, I'm trying to connect the dots, and it's almost like every phrase or bars that he's saying, is it connected to the next paraphrase what he's doing? I don't think it is. I'm listening to the words, it's almost like every bar that he's saying it doesn't connect to the other bar. It's almost like he's reading the titles of a book. Does that make sense? You know, the cops are here, something paranoia, but it didn't lead on to, but it didn't have any kind of reference or significance to the next bar that he was going to say. You know, like as a music, you know, a lyricist, someone who's writing a song in R&B or whatever, it's a storyline, and it's a once upon a time there was a dog that went into a shoe that blah 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 blah. He's almost doing the dog went into a shoe, and then it goes on to something, but the cat didn't do nothing about it. You know, something like that. It's like it has. I think it's sort of like it's a separate reference to another thing, but I think that if you listen to the whole, the metaphor of it or the moral of the story, then you come to it at the end of it. But it's almost like he's reading the title of the books. Different. He's got 1,000 books and he's reading the title of the book only. So he's shortening it for you to get the point of it. He's shortening he doesn't need to explain everything. He's trying to explain everything in sort of like in 4 words, and then you catch a drift. Then you can explain it for yourself. That's what I'm getting here. He's not self-explanatory in it. What he's saying is self-explanatory. That's it. The way how he's putting it is self-explanatory. So he's cutting out a lot of things. So where we say that the boy went to the shop to buy some sweets and he picked out a red and yellow lollipop, blah blah blah. He will put it down into 2 words, and then you picture it already, and you already get the gist of it. That's what I'm getting at, which is kind of clever, to be fair. But if you have not experienced who Tom McDonald is, like myself, it's kind of confusing of what he's saying and trying to connect the dots of what he's trying to portray. So that's what I'm getting, and that's only in 30 seconds of it. The visuals at the moment is somewhat confusing, but I'm sure. But it's only 30 seconds in, so I'm gonna go back just a little bit and see what I can get.
Right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning. It ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I'll
kind of
and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists. My arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in.
So
I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me. Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't wanna be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls.
I see my rib cage and I can't eat. This is what I'm talking about. It's like if you either get him, what he's saying, or you don't get him for what you're saying. There's a lot of bars that I saw, and like I said, I'm not going to be pressing stop. Oh no, did you hear what he said? Oh no, did you hear? No, this is not that kind of show, and I'm not going to be jumping up and down. I'm analysing and scrutinising what he's doing and what he's about. I've never known, I'm still like, who's Tom McDonald? You know, there is so many kind of, there's no similarities, but at the same time, there is so many similarities. I love the rock element. I love that the fact that he can somewhat put a vocals on this rather than getting somebody else. But it's given me this kind of rock hip hop element, which I haven't really heard of an established artist doing that in a long while. I mean, there has been, don't get me wrong, but there hasn't been one that's put that's authentic. I'm thinking that he's talking from experience here. And all the kind of, you know, going back to like the Beastie Boys and all that kind of element, it's been a long time coming if you think about it. for an artist to be a hip hop artist to cross over to do the rock kind of element and be absolutely serious back with some serious heartfelt words and some strong bar lines in there. I mean, don't get me wrong, his penmanship is absolutely amazing. It really is. And there is, like I said, it's almost like he cuts to the chase. He doesn't need to give you a full sentence to get to the point of his reference, to get to the point of his meaning. He can give you, like, say, he's giving you 2 words or 3 words. And from those 2 or 3 words, you can build up the storyline of what he's trying to say or what he is saying, which is very clever. I know a lot of grime artists over in the UK does it a hell of a lot. I'm not too sure. Over America, I'm not too sure if that's what their schematics is, their blueprint is. They love to tell a story in the most longest way. I'd be very, very shocked if I hear anybody saying that he sounds like, because there isn't. I'd be very shocked if the way how his flow, where anybody says that he sounds like, because I'd be very shocked of that as well. He sticks out like a raw thumb in many different kind of ways. I'm still trying to grasp of who is Tom McDonald. He looks like somebody who's very, very educated, or somebody that's been in that mud so long that everybody can relate to what he's going through, relate to the lyrical context that he's using in that kind of way. And it sounds like that he's had so many kind of demons that, I mean, for instance, he writes his own material. Obviously, he has to. But those experiences are absolutely golden, especially when you can express them in a way for everybody else that can comprehend and feel. In somewhat, this video may help people to get over or help people to take that one step forward in sorting their lives out. Just to know that somebody else is feeling that same way, and that can understand your pain is absolutely golden. But like the way how he's putting it, the way how he's doing it, it's like, raw. I haven't seen anybody doing that like that. I really haven't. I'm going to go back just a little bit.
Breathe. Talk about pitfalls. Surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this bad before.
Has he actually done a song without rapping?
Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying.
God, look at me tattoo.
My whole life I wanted more.
My whole life I wanted more.
But now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
So that was Tom McDonald with Withdrawal. And this is a strong message for mental health awareness, especially within men, because men don't like to talk about these things, and it's hitting hard because you get quite a few guys that are committing suicide because they haven't got the tenacity to just to go out and talk to someone to heal themselves, because they've got this kind of social I don't know, where society makes this thing where men's got to be strong, men's got to be the forefront, men's got to be that bearer kind of thing. And so which makes it kind of reluctant to go out and speak to anybody about any kind of problems or stress that you are going through. And that builds up and builds up and builds up. And then you just get some kind of serious mental health. And you just lash out all in one go like a time bomb. And so it's like, it's nice that you've got somebody like Tom McDonald is raising the bar, even though he might not be aware of his contribution in influencing people to go out and talk about it. This video will certainly influence many people to do something about the change. They really would. This is somebody that's really opened up. I mean, if this hasn't happened to him, then he's a brilliant actor and he should go into films as well. Yeah, but I'm sure that he's speaking from experience, from self-experience, and you know, he's opening up to ourselves about his trials and tribulations of getting there or getting through it. You know, taking that one day at a time, and that emphasis on. I'm sure that people who are feeling slightly the way that Tom is portraying himself within this video, this can really help. This really help. And this is not only about the mental health awareness. This is more, you know, like I said, addiction, I said withdrawals, giving up something and going through that withdrawal process is one of the hardest things. And you do need help. You do need to know that you're not the only one that's going through the same pain and the same, you know, the same trials. And it somewhat can be, I don't know, comfortable, not comfortable. It can be somewhat comforting to see that, you know, that's sharing someone's experience. To know that like I said, to know that you're not the only one. Step by step, you know, progression is made. And I'm glad that I actually done this music video to know and understand what is Tom McDonald. Questions. Is he a rapper or is he a singer? Has he done a single where he's just rapping or a single where he's just singing? Am I always going to get a mixture of the singing and rapping elements together? You know, there's so many different kind of questions that I need to ask and follow. Yes, I can go into Wikipedia and find out myself, but it'd be amazing to find out for the stronghold avid fans of Tom McDonald coming to me and letting me know more about and showing me what direction to go in. It was just for me, like I said, I go over, you know, I'm a reactor, I look around, and every time I'm bumping into someone that's done a reaction of Tom McDonald, and I just see the thumbnail and I move on. Literally, I just move on. I've seen like everybody's doing a reaction of Tom McDonald, and it's like, who is this guy? You know, that kind of thing. So it's sort of like under, I don't know what to call it, but I wouldn't say pressure into it, but it was just curiosity of who is this person, and now I know. Well, now I know who. I'm not saying that I know who this person is, but I've got an inkling of who Tom is so far. I think he's big because he's talking about personal life experience. His album or his singles is all about personal life experience. So is that the reason why he's so favourable to you know, another rapper or that rapper there? For instance, I've bumped into another person, Machine Gun Kelly. I've never reacted to him, but like I said, he's a tattoo person. Either can be a tattoo person or an artist. I can't see him being anything else. So I have never reacted to Machine Gun Kelly. I don't think I would ever will. I don't think he's got anything for me to offer. But this Tom McDonald is just everywhere I was going. It was like slap Tom McDonald, slap Tom McDonald, slap Tom McDonald, and it's just peed me off. So that's why I've done it. But now this peed off or being cheesed off or being like, you know, it's turned into like a, okay, very interesting. Don't judge a book by its cover. Never. He's just given me that absolute slap in my face of don't judge a book by its cover. It really has. And for that reason, Tom McDonald, I salute you. Absolutely amazing. It's given me reason to think, and this mental healthness and this mental health awareness through men, you just hit it on the nail, mate. Loads of people should really see this and a point of reference to know that you're not the only one in this world that's going through the same things, going through these things. Food for thought.
This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was was high with all my deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home, really wish that I was drunk.